Hi guys, welcome to another episode of GreenAnimate. Today's guest for GreenAnimate is one of the members of GreenAmmo. Her name is Navjot. She has been involved in the fields of yoga and Ayurveda for some time now, and she is a mindful human being trying to live a sustainable lifestyle and teaching others how to do the same. I will go ahead and add our guest. So kindly hello.
Hi, Amit. How are you doing?
I'm doing good. How about you?
Good. That was such a wonderful introduction. I'm just like my amazingness.
Thank you.
Huh.
So I have been intending to talk with you about about this session or have a
Mm-hmm.
session with you officially,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
but we could not do so because being a member of Green Ammo, we just wanted to have people from other backgrounds or other people into the thing. So,
Yeah.
but again, we have to come around to a full circle.
Yes.
So this is the full circle happening.
Nice.
So welcome. Welcome for this session. And You tell me, first of all, what brought you or what interested you in the field of sustainability? Because you have been engaged in so many different activities, but
Hmm.
what engaged you in this? Why this? Why sustainability?
Hmm. So where do I begin? I think it all started with my father. Because I remember as a kid, he'd tell me कि खाना नहीं waste करना, if like don't throw chips ka packets here, if you're eating chocolates, make sure that you're disposing everything properly. Um, it's also, like growing up seeing my grandparents, how they didn't really need a lot, to make the house run. It was just like back then कहाँ plastic में सब कुछ आता था कुछ भी नहीं like चक्की से आटा लेके आना है you get like fresh sag from the खेत and I think that's how it started. And my dad's always been like a little, I think my love for nature comes from my dad. So it all started because of him, completely. Like, उन्हीं की वजह से हुआ है जो हुआ है. Even
Yeah,
like
I
even today, like if we're going out anywhere, he was very excited to see that I was making bottle bricks at home during the lockdown. Like instead of disposing the chips. I ate a lot of junk during the lockdown, so had to dispose everything
oh,
properly. So I ended up making bottle breaks, and if my dad was using anything that had like plastic that could not be recycled, I would like keep taking it from him, and you're like shoving in these bottles. He didn't know that I was making bottle bricks till he actually asked me, "What do you collect all this plastic from me? Like every day you come into the room and you take all of this plastic and like you go away. Like I haven't seen you dispose it in the dustbin." And I told him about bottle bricks, and he got I think he was very proud. It's a good moment.
well, that's amazing. And
Hmm.
your dad actually, yeah, he is a very a mindful human being also, and
Yeah.
he has a lot of that curiosity about nature,
Hmm. Hmm. Hmm.
the telescopes observing nature in the
Hmm.
sky. So
Yes.
nature has always been a fascination for him. I can understand that, and
Hmm.
imbibing that from him, it's an amazing thing also because you were able to continue that, and then you took your own direction in per se because when I went to your house I could see like your house is practically a small garden.
It is. It is.
So that's the amazing part because it's so much greenery inside the house. It is
Hmm.
always so pleasing to the eyes.
Hmm.
So probably these are the things. And apart from that, you were in Himachal. You were also undergoing some training in
Oh.
Ayurveda. Tell me about that.
Hmm. So where do I begin? Um, I've seen my again, it all comes down to what I've learned from my parents and my grandparents. So growing up, I remember my grandma from my mother's side used to tell me if you wash your hair with buttermilk, your hair will be amazing. You will never need any kind of oil or anything because it's so nourishing and hydrating for your hair and everything. And I'd be like, what are you saying? No, 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 no. And seeing all of those face packs that they made with basin and haldi and all that thing. So I was always like a little interested, like how do you know ki if you have like ginger, lemon, mint, and honey, your digestion will be better. This is what my grandmother used to tell me. Oh, your stomach's not doing well, you should have this. And it was always intriguing as to, because you see, these days people, if they have a little bit of backache or they have like a little bit of muscle soreness or, headache or, indigestion, they'll just pop pills.
Mhm.
But in my family, it's like, no, you first try this. If nothing works out for at least a week, then you go to the doctor. So that's how my interest started in home remedies. Then one time I was just visiting Himachal, and my friend Sachin told me that there's this Ayurveda doctor that I should like take a consultation from. And I went to take a consultation from him, and he explained me, I wouldn't say the basis of Ayurveda because yes, pills are very, very bad. So I
Yes.
wouldn't say like he explained me the entire base of Ayurveda, but he explained to me so beautifully about how just these elemental imbalances that you have, like if, for example, if you have like what do I say? Psoriasis for that matter. It happens
Mhm.
when you have excessive pitta aggravation, like in your body. So pitta basically is the combination of fire, right? So जब बदन में ज़्यादा गर्मी हो जाती है, psoriasis is one of the reasons that happens. So to combat that, you need to cool your body down, right? So these basic elemental balances, imbalances, and how it works, and ऐसे करके, he explained to me a lot, and I had such a wonderful session. I had just gone there for a consultation, a normal consultation regarding my metabolism, which is pretty bad. And he told me, oh, this is the reason. And I was like, I didn't even know that. And I looked him up online. And then I think it was a few months after that that I sustained a really bad back injury, because of which I couldn't continue yoga anymore. And I was going crazy because, you have to, you want to, it's one field that you're so interested in, and suddenly you get a slap on the face and you're like, no, no more. So then I researched about his institute, and then Ayurveda happened in Himachal, in Bhaksu, actually. If any one of you are interested in learning about Ayurveda, go to Arun Sharma in Bhaksu. I've learned so much from him. It is amazing. Also, the course is very interesting. It spanned over 3 months, and how he teaches is magical. It is magical because it just is. You have to be there to understand it. So I think after that, my turn towards a more sustainable living, like, I was like here, and then after studying Ayurveda, like, poof, gone. That's how it happened. But it was very interesting. And the kind of recipes my grandmother used to tell me, like, I did not believe my grandmother for the longest time that buttermilk is good for hair. It's very good for hair. It's very, very good for hair. And like so many little things, I basically learned about what my grandparents used to practice at home, like because even my grandparents have, I don't know क्या बोलते हैं उसको English में, but there's this disease called Geneo, and
Mhm.
uska allopathy में there is no cure. They can
Okay.
only give you medicines to subside the kind of symptoms that you're showing. But my grandparents have been curing that, I don't know, for over 20, 30 years now. People come to them and they do it free of cost. So anyone here who's suffering from Geneo, I am sorry, I don't know what it's called in English. But yeah, contact me so I can get you in touch with my grandparents, and then you can like benefit off of it. So I realized that, it is in my blood, the whole Ayurveda thingy. Yoga also, for that matter. I used to do yoga with my dad when I was a kid. I remember I was, I think, 5 years old, and Papa would tell me, ki, beta aag band karo, abhi hum meditation karenge. And I'd be like, okay, theek hai, quietly meditating, like that kind. So, I think my family's had like a huge role to play in who I am today, and also like guiding me slowly, pehle ye, pehle wo. But the thing is, I ask a lot of questions, so a lot of times my parents could not really answer because questions पूछ के तो मैं दिमाग खराब कर देती हूँ types. But studying Ayurveda, हाँ सच्ची, but studying Ayurveda gave me so much of clarity, that I realized that you don't need. So it's preventative medicine, right? Ayurveda. So I don't see कि अगर आप बहुत बीमार हो, follow Ayurveda, I think you'll be fine. No. It's preventative. You can prevent yourself by balancing the elements in your body. So that. And also I realized that यार बहुत बकवास खाते हैं हम लोग प्लास्टिक वगैरह में ना चिप्स हो गया चॉकलेट्स हो गए you want to have some munchies here and there and like no, you shouldn't do that maida is really 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 bad momos don't eat momos very 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 bad for your body it's tasty once in a while chalta hai but make sure you hydrate yourself properly and eat like good shit after that.
True. These were honestly, like, these were the wisdom, the ancient wisdom that has been there, but somehow down the line, we have forgotten that. And we traded one information or one knowledge for another system of knowledge,
Yes.
it seemed. Ayurveda
Yes.
was that system, the older system of knowledge.
Yes.
And you're right, when you said that it's a preventative system, because a lot of people think that, okay, you can do anything and then have Ayurveda and then you'll be like all fine and you'll be like, everything gone. No, it doesn't work that way.
Hmm. It doesn't. It doesn't at all. And considering it being like a really ancient science, it was really surprising because I remember when I did my teacher training in yoga also, I was the only Indian there. When I went to study Ayurveda also, I was the only Indian there. I feel like, and like everyone from abroad who comes to India, they think that every Indian practices Ayurveda and does a lot of yoga, like by default. And I'm like, yaar, ab suno pehle meri baat. Aisa nahi hota. Even like, nahi. I feel we're so ignorant just because we know that as Indians, we have these old sciences of, even astrology for that matter, we have these old sciences of astrology, we have Ayurveda, we have yoga, so much. You just because, अहमियत नहीं पता है लोगों को. Ahmiyat is very important. Ahmiyat is more important than importance. Like that word. So people don't really understand it. I've seen like, I don't even know what to say. It's pretty disheartening, but I also feel that, you can only do what you're capable of. So thinking कि बाकी लोग नहीं practice करते, बाकी लोगों को आना चाहिए and all that, and not being able to do. नहीं, ऐसा नहीं होता. You have to actually. When you lose touch with your roots, you're gone. And Ayurveda, yoga, all of this are our roots. Our body is made for that. So we need to follow certain things in life. And we really need to calm down. I feel like Indians also have like a lot of ego for that matter. Generalizing is not accurate. It isn't accurate. I'm not generalizing, but yaar, aap khud batao. What do you think? Right? Like, I have had so many friends. Okay? As Indians, how much do you know about Ayurveda? How much do you know about yoga? Nothing. We just have this thing कि, हमारे पास है, so है. We don't have that importance. Why? Because I think overall, people all over the world run more towards westernization than modernization. Like there's a huge difference. We need to adapt modernization by imbibing what was given to us by our ancestors so we can make something beautiful out of it for today's world. That is very, very important.
I agree. I mean, for once, I completely trust. I have a lot of trust on Western medication. I know that it is based on a huge amount of research. Clinical trials is done before every medication is developed. Even now, in this current COVID-19 situation, it is still taking time for a vaccination to come up because that is what it is. Because it cannot be. The process ensures, the integrity ensures that a lot of time is taken for proper trials and testing before anything is being proposed or any solution is being made. Ayurveda, on the other hand, also was based on years and years of knowledge that has been probably gathered through many generations, passed on from generations to the next. So there is a lot of similarity in that method, even though there was no clinical trials or anything like that. But the life cases, in my opinion, acted as the studies, and what people understood from that were the solution. But obviously there are certain conditions which Ayurveda might not be equipped, or the knowledge about treating that kind of disease might not be there, because let's say like cancer, something or diseases that were not there existing at that point when Ayurveda was being researched upon or was being developed would not be included now. But nowadays, it's an amazing thing that a lot of researchers, a lot of scholars or doctors are coming up with new solutions based on existing knowledge in Ayurveda.
Yeah, it is.
I believe your teacher also, Arun Sharma, he was also doing something like that on certain conditions, right? He was also creating his own medications and all.
He's magical. I think I'm pretty partial because of I don't know, like, you know, that guru shishya relationship I take very, very seriously, because you know, if I'm getting that kind of knowledge from you, I will die for you, maybe. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I will. But but anyway, Hanji. So Arun sir has also been, I think he's writing a paper on COVID currently with a more Ayurvedic perspective. I'm waiting for that paper. Um, but when it comes to let me see, let me think. What's it called? Adrenal fatigue.
Okay, yes,
So,
yes.
so a lot of companies abroad give you like paid leave when it comes to, like, you know, when you have like adrenal fatigue, because it's
You cannot run
if
anymore.
you can't do anything.
Anything.
There's a snake in front of you. You will not be able to move. So he's
Yeah.
someone who's been treating people with that. Now, if you
Okay.
go to like an allopathic wala doctor, okay, and you tell him I have adrenal fatigue, what will he do? He'll give you a few antidepressants, he'll give you like a few medicines, few vitamins, yevo, yevo, yevo. What Arun sir does is he figures out the cause of why it happened. Because for example, there's this thing called Samhanan in Ayurveda, which is basically the area of your mind that, you know, like how a few people, even if they have like a little bit of headache, they're just like, oh, I have a headache, I can't do anything. But few people, even with like a broken arm, they can like climb a
They can. Yeah.
mountain. So that is the Samhanan, that is the strength that your mind has by default, right? So you have to like figure out a lot of things when you're like diagnosing people with any kind of disease. You have to figure out a lot of different things. And there's also this thing called it happens in your heel. What's it called? It's basically inflammation of the heel bone.
Mhm.
Like, it gets really, really bad to a certain extent where there are also blisters in some cases. So he's been treating people with that. He has studied about 500 to 600 uh, diseases in Ayurveda, but he cures more than 5,000 diseases.
Wow.
And there are people coming to him from all over the world yearly to get the treatments done. I've seen this person. He actually showed us a picture of this person with psoriasis. This person had such a thick layer of dead skin on his back, bichara. You know, I can't even imagine the kind of pain that person must have been in. And through these things called panchkarma, which is basically detoxifying your body in a more Ayurvedic way, it's a very interesting experience, I must say. Very, very interesting. So that layer, that really thick layer, the person subsided so much, almost next to nothing. But again, Ayurveda takes time. You know, you can't be like, Acha,
Yeah.
I have like I have really slow metabolism. So there are no pills for that. You know, it's not like, you know, pop a few pills and get your metabolism going. No, they fix the root cause. So Ayurveda takes a lot of time. Even when I'm giving consultations to a few of my clients, I tell them that don't expect results so soon. You need to be patient because it fixes the root cause. For example, when it comes to let's just talk about Pitta people, okay? Like, Pitta people are more fiery people. You're the kind of people who have like redness on their skin, people who get
Mhm.
hangry, like who don't get hungry, they get angry. People who don't know sadness, they just know anger. You know, like a few people when they're
A
sad, they just
lot
get
of.
they get excessively angry. So what happens is, if the fire in your body keeps increasing slowly, you'll see like once in a while इस बंदे को थोड़ा सा rash हो गया यहाँ में, ठीक है, उसने दवाई लगा ली, ऊपर ठीक कर दिया, ठीक है, then a little bit of you can say थोड़ा gastric हो गया, ठीक है, थोड़ी सी acidity हो गई, then he pops some pills, it's fine. He's not fixing the root cause of it, he's just fixing the symptoms that the body is showing, right? So then you see
Yes.
this person is showing like, okay, let's just assume this person was like a football player and broke his knee. Okay, so this heat is going to travel to the knee and also might cause arthritis. So it's just the
Mm.
heat trapped inside the body trying to figure out kahan jana, and it chooses the most tender areas.
Vulnerable position.
Ha,
Indeed.
the most vulnerable areas. So in Ayurveda, you'll treat that. You'll cool the person down. Quite literally, you have to cool the person down. It's it's magical how it works. You know, there's a lot of study included because I feel the more I study it, the more I don't know. The more I know, the more I know I don't know. And that's why it's like it's so
Mhm.
vast. It is so vast. It's it's crazy. But it works. It works.
Yeah,
It
yeah,
works.
knowledge tends to do that. Like once you know something, then you feel that there is so much details that is there. that
Yeah.
needs to be explored or can be explored still.
It
And
is.
it's an amazing thing. You were talking about Samhanan, and it's all about pain perception, and because different people might have different thresholds to pain.
Yes, yes.
I would hear examples of people with broken arms, like doing wonders, and then
Yeah.
there would people with a minor burn. They would be like experiencing so much of agony,
Hi,
and that's important.
Mumtaz. Hmm.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Hello.
Hmm.
Uh, Good people are joining in and they're sending us messages,
Yeah.
so we can have the discussion in a more free manner rather.
Yes, yes, yes.
Now, along with all these things, you are also engaged in in making soap, handmade soap, and different kinds of products related to skincare, and also I believe that you have amassed that knowledge from Ayurveda and have implemented that to make your own, I think, compositions or formulas for products.
Yes. I feel like a crazy
So,
scientist when I'm like mixing my products, like different, because it's different skin types, right? At the end of the day,
mhm,
like I haven't used a
mhm.
face wash or applied any kind of like chemically thing for I think almost 4 years, 4 to 5 years. It's
Wow.
what's inside will show outside, no? At the end of the day, if you're healthy inside, it will also show outside. But
Absolutely.
these products, yes, I cater to specialized skincare products for you. Like I will specially make something for like especially for your skin type. Yes, it is also a lot that I've learned from Ayurveda, but it's also a lot that I've learned from my grandparents and my mom and my aunts. My aunts have beautiful skin, and I've seen them, like at home when I would visit Punjab after all of their chores for the day was done. They'd make a nice bowl out of what would they use? Okay, so anyone watching this, if you have bad skin type, yeah, bad skin type is a type for me. But anyway, no judgment. I'm sorry. So take basin, take haldi and milk. You mix it up, make a beautiful delicious paste out of it. You don't have to eat it. Just apply a little bit all over your face and wait till it gets dry and slowly just scrub off everything. You have to wait for it to dry and scrub it off. This is very, very important because I know people who have actually made this paste just like quite like jaldi jaldi mein muh dho liya types and then like, oh, nothing's happening, nothing's happening. No, no, no. You need to let your skin absorb and then you have to like scrub it off slowly, slowly. Also, the soap that I use, the ones that I make are the ones that I use. They are amazing because they don't have microplastics in them, so I feel really good when I'm using them. They're again for different skin types. Um, Skin is very, very interesting. It is very, very interesting because I've met people with like really dry skin to almost a point where it's flaking, and touch wood, I have seen a difference in their skin within 1 week of them using my face packs and my face washes.
Wow.
Like you, 1 week, that's all it takes. We don't need too much. I know so many of my I know so many of my friends and so many like my friends who splurge so much money on skincare products. So much money. It does not make sense to me. Like, ठीक है, face wash खरीद लिया, ठीक है, okay, fine. You don't have time to make that basin का paste, whatever, whatever. They'll get a face wash for like 500-600 bucks, then a skin cream for like say 1100-1200 bucks. उसके ऊपर से टोनर भी लगाना है, उसके ऊपर से सीरम भी लगाना है लोगों को, फिर उसके ऊपर से सनस्क्रीन भी लगाना है. Sunscreen is important as long as you have like crazy exposure to, I don't know. I don't understand sunscreens. Like, of course, they're good for your skin because they help with the UV rays and vagera vagera. But coconut oil also prevents.
Yeah, absolutely.
Coconut oil has like an SPF of I think 10 or something.
And we are getting messages. Someone asks for mehendi, probably something that you might be focusing on.
I applied beautiful
And
mehendi today. That is guntas, and people like with very oily skin with a lot of pimples. So a lot of pimples also come in, obviously, you have toxins in your body, right? But a lot of times what happens is when we use hot water on our face, a lot of people like, they wash their face with hot water. What happens is if your pores open up, and then once your pores open up more than they should, then shit goes down completely. So
Uh-huh.
never use hot water on your face. Never. If you have a lot of pimples on your face, neem is amazing. Um, Sandalwood powder is amazing. Now, sandalwood powder, they say in Ayurveda is a little tikshna, which is a little sharp in nature. So that works really, really well with pimples, especially cystic pimples. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, because it's I can't explain. Ugh. But anyway, neem and sandalwood powder is the best. Is the best. It's amazing for oily skin with pimples. Now, if you have extremely dry skin and you don't know what to do, sometimes when you use these face washes, even like a lot of people I know, basin doesn't suit their skin because it is again drying in nature. So what my mom suggested was, what is it called? मक्की के आटे को क्या बोलते हैं?
Uh, I think it's millet.
So that powder is also really, really good. Again, you have to, if your skin is too dry, don't dry it up more. And I know so many people who have oily skin for that. Like just an example, like I have oily skin, so I don't use any moisturizer on my face. Why? You must use. It's like, people with oily scalp, they wash their hair every day. So what happens is, um, like if you're stripping off the natural oils of your skin so much, your skin by default will produce more oils, no?
Hmm.
Like by default, like you're actually scraping off all the amazing sebum that's produced by your hair. I have like a little oily scalp right now, but I know this is like good sebum that's been produced by my scalp for the betterment of my hair. So I'm not going to wash it tomorrow. I'm going to wait for a few days because you need to let your skin be once in a while. You can't be like, I need to have perfect matte skin all the time. No, your skin will change. It keeps changing every 4 to 5 months. You'll see your skin change. Abhi winters are it, so there will be more dryness in the skin. So winter dryness, ghee. Use ghee on your face. Do not use ghee if you have cystic pimples. But if you just want like a really nice, beautiful, slight sheen on your face, don't use a highlighter. Just use ghee. The girls will
Okay.
understand it, Amit. Like
But
just a little
that
bit of
is
ghee.
true. If anyone has any kind of questions, or you would be the go-to person regarding all that. So
For skin, yes.
any recommendations for regarding skincare or skincare products, you'll be the go-to person, specialist.
Yeah, always, always. Besan, haldi, and doodh. Best. If you have like, sometimes sunburn ho jata hai halka halka sa. So to combat that, what you can do is put besan, haldi, and dahi. Because dahi, when applied externally, is cooling in nature. When you ingest it, it's heating in nature. A lot of people think that dahi is curd for the people who don't understand Hindi. So dahi is actually heating in nature. If you ingest it, it's not cooling in nature. But if you apply it on your skin is going to thank you because of the lactic acid present in it. That is so nourishing and hydrating for your skin, and it repairs your skin. What else do you need? Everything that you need. Please don't spend too much money on skincare. Everything that you need is in your kitchen. Honestly, maybe a good moisturizer. I use Vico Turmeric. Vico Turmeric, nahi
Tell
masala.
me something. These plant-based products, you're saying this is also cheaper in this case,
Yes,
than the chemicals or the chemical-based, more expensive,
yes.
or those, pharmaceutical products that is there in the market.
It is, it is. What happens is,
So,
when for example, I make a really big batch of face wash for myself. Okay, so if I have like so now winters are approaching, right? So I will use a more of rose powder and kaolin clay and a little bit of activated charcoal is really, really good for skin. The thing is, when you buy these products alag alag se, rose powder, a decent rose powder will cost you anywhere from 200 to 500 rupees. Okay, and it's quite a lot in quantity. So if you get like सब कुछ एक साथ for like 1 year, it's gonna cost you less than 1,000 rupees.
That's a lot of savings.
Yeah, and so, but the thing is that, people say कि नहीं, ये तो 200 का, ये तो 300 का, इसको गोली मारो, हम एक ही बार में ये ले लेते हैं. No, 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 no. Keep it in beautiful bottles because they're so nice and colorful and pretty to look at. You can also use it as decoration in your room because, why not? Aesthetics are like that. Just mix up, make a big batch and use. Yeah, why? Why do you have to put chemicals on your skin? You don't need it. You do not need it. Your skin is going to thank you so much when you're like 35, 40. Because it's like quick work, na? कि अभी
Yeah.
लगा दिया तो अभी के लिए स्किन अच्छी लग रही है. But once you stop giving your face or skin in general, what? Hi Akash, hi Nimbu. So once you stop, your skin gets used to that kind of, chemically shit that you put on it. And abhi aap suddenly stop kar doge, then your skin is going to react. And then you're going to go put more chemicals on your face to fix what the previous chemicals did. You understand? So that is not nice. Just like go to the kitchen. Oh, I love you guys too. One. So just go to the kitchen, make yourself batches. Like, I make face washes that can also be used as face packs. So I like I mentioned, I make like a huge dabba of face wash. And when I want to pamper my skin a little bit, I just like add some dahi in it instead of like water. And I add like a little bit of vitamin E. I add like a little bit of coconut oil, a little bit of olive oil, jojoba oil. There's so much. There is so much. These products are, अगर आप एक एक करके खरीदने जाओगे ना, आपको expensive लगेंगे. But you have to look at the bigger picture. Like in 1 year, how much will you be spending? Because I will share all my knowledge with you, Nimbu. हाँ, so अगर आप देखने जाओगे ना, जो आपका एक साल में खर्चा होता है all these skincare products के लिए, उससे आधे से भी आधा होगा. But you have to make an initial investment because it's important. Can you not spend like 2,000 rupees like separately? Just like do it. Keep those pretty looking bottles, and every now and then you mix and then you apply. Your skin's going to thank you. There are like so many chemically things people are doing these days. It is no. It गुस्सा आता है मुझे अजीब से. Like I can't even imagine how, because like a lot of people, like for example, body scrubs. Okay, if you have to buy a decent body scrub from like whatever brand, it's going to cost you a minimum $600 to $700. ठीक है, एक छोटा सा डब्बा होगा. I don't have a डब्बा close by to show you like कितना होगा, but okay, let me show you a plug. But इतना, ठीक है, इतनी डब्बा आपको मिलेगा 600-700 का. Okay, now a scrub. How do you make a scrub? The most easiest way is sugar. ठीक है, a little more granulated than the one that we usually use. ठीक है, sugar, coffee, coconut oil, or olive oil. That is all you need. That is all you need.
That sounds simple.
It is very, very simple. You can add like essential oils if you want, like अच्छी खुशबू, but coffee की smell तो वैसे ही अच्छी होती है. So coffee also helps with cellulite. So when you scrub your body, people should not use soaps or body washes every day. It is really, really bad for your skin. So instead of that, use basin. Use this body scrub. Your skin will thank you because you promote that. You promote the circulation of blood, even like काफी ज़्यादा. Like dry brushing for that matter is really, really good. You need to scrub your body nicely to get the blood flow going.
Wow. So that's the best part, with natural products. You, first of all, it is healthier, and secondly, it's cost effective, and the third part is, it's environmentally friendly. It is better than the chemicals that is being used. And honestly, among all the products or the different ingredients that you spoke about, most of them passed over my head. But one thing that took to my head, one thing that was what I caught the most important was that these are microplastic free. These are chemical free.
Yes.
I have done some research through some of the cosmetic products, and I was shocked to find the amount of microplastic that these scrubs contain. All these the artificial products are there, and these are filled with microplastic. They are the ones acting as scrubs. But once you wash your face with that, this microplastic freely drains into the drainage systems and into the river and straight
Yeah.
into the aquatic ecosystem. That's a scary thing. And
It's
what
very,
you're
very
doing,
scary.
or the products that you are making, basically ensures that if more people use this, there will be less microplastic flowing into the oceans.
Yes,
That's one of the
yes.
biggest things.
Yeah, it's like a win-win situation because your skin is also just
Exactly.
doing by default better and it's also helping the environment. So this whole range, so it's still coming up. My range of products is still in the making. There's a lot of trial and error I have to do considering different kind of skin types. I don't want like to get sued randomly. अगर किसी का rash निकला तो नहीं नवजोत की वजह से हुआ है. No, no, no. I want to like, but this entire skincare range that I'm working on is completely no plastic,
Amazing.
natural,
Amazing.
good for your skin and good for your skin in the long run. You know, it's not like you use it, you know, like suddenly, fairness ke liye and tan ke liye and all that. No, 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 no. It's just to balance your skin out. Your skin color is going to be however it is. Your skin tone will get, kya bolte hain? Evened out, you know, even skin tone. Your skin will just thank you. The environment will thank you. So you have to do your own little part, you know. It is very, very important because I remember as a kid, I used to be so fascinated going to departmental stores and you know watching everything in those plastic bottles, Pantene ka shampoo, Dove ka shampoo, Biotique ka ye, and it used to fascinate me because the packaging was so beautiful.
Exactly.
So
Exactly.
that is how people get attracted towards it. You know, because the packaging is so beautiful, it smells so nice. But would you eat it?
Exactly.
No, you wouldn't eat
True.
it. My products you can eat. Nothing's gonna happen.
That would be fun to see someone drinking a entire bottle of shampoo, bottoms up.
Uh, oh my
Yeah,
God.
but pretty much that's what we're doing. If you consider in that way, whatever the contents of the bottle, the shampoo was, is entering the
Hmm.
ecosystem, and whatever that
Yeah.
was in the ecosystem gets to the body of other animals, and we are eating it indirectly. So if not directly, we are eating it or drinking it down the line through other
Yeah.
species. So, but that is
Yeah.
basically the hard fact. And I would like to interrupt over here to say just
Hmm.
one thing. Official statement is that I have used the soaps that you made, and I was like,
Yes, you
I
used them. You
really
used
loved
them.
it.
I remember.
Yes,
Oh,
I
thank you so
used
much.
it,
Thank
and
you.
I really loved it. Okay,
Hmm.
so
I'm so
that's I
glad.
had to say to the viewers because I cannot get all into all the technical details, but it was good. That's what I can say.
Nice,
My verdict.
nice. I'm very glad you liked it. It makes me dil se happy. You know, like the kind of satisfaction I get when people tell me they like my products, when my clients tell me that, you know, my yoga is helping them, and I'm just like, this is what I live for. That is the kind of satisfaction because you know, you're not only helping yourself, you're helping the people around, you're helping the environment. It's a win-win situation for everything. Like everything is amazing.
Absolutely, absolutely. Uh, okay, so we are reaching to the end of the session.
Oh, we've
I
been
wish
talking
it
for
could have
quite a
gone
while.
longer.
Yeah. It's okay. When we meet, we'll talk a lot. We actually talk a lot.
Absolutely, absolutely. I'm looking forward for that time again.
Yeah, me too.
Once again, I have to get back to Shillong.
Yeah, come.
Absolutely, absolutely. So anyway, let's get back to the top that we started.
Hanji.
I generally end the session with one very common question: is if there is one thing that you would like to recommend to somebody else, by which they can lead a more sustainable and a healthier lifestyle, what would that be?
Learn to be aware, a little more conscious. Awareness is very, very important. I feel people don't realize where their chewing gum ka packet goes because out of sight, out of mind, hai na? You know, awareness is not there in people these days. You know, microplastics jate hain and we eat them indirectly through everything around. A lot of people don't know that. They want to splurge money on products that are only chemicals. Why? Because it smells nice, because this person's buying it, because it's like, no, no, no. Learn how to be more aware because once you start being more aware about yourself, like for example, with yoga, what happened was I became very aware of the food that I ate because I understood, you know, what kind of food makes me feel healthy, what kind of food does not make me feel healthy. And awareness is very, very important. You can't be ignorant forever. But the sad thing is that ignorance cannot be cured either, right? It
True,
is very,
true.
very, very, it's annoying, but it's okay. Everyone has their own gadhe hai log.
Learning. It's a learning system. If a person is, not ready to look at a fact, there is no way that you can force a person to look at a fact. At the same time, as long as there is information, people would have an option to look into the information and do their own research and
Yeah.
reach their own conclusion. A lot of us, when we started working, we never had the same amount of knowledge that we do now. But through repeated research and interactions with people, talking with people and looking up information, we were able to understand the real thing. So it is one thing is very well understood is that the businesses are here to make money,
Yeah.
and they will be focusing on the best ways to maximize their profits,
Yeah.
even if it comes at the cost of human health or nature's health. And this is the main reason why I feel probably, let's say, menstrual cups, for example, is not as common or as
Yeah,
famous
I rarely
as
see
the pad.
advertisements on them.
Exactly, it's all about advertisements, and the advertisements would always show about the pads, or they will always show about products, fast food, junk foods,
Mm.
to create that psychological need among us. So I guess that is what uh, creates a barrier towards awareness. Won't you say?
That also, and I feel what creates a barrier towards awareness is the importance that we give to the definition of I we have created.
Yeah,
We give ourselves too much importance. We are living in a little box. जो
true.
कुछ आसपास हो रहा है ना वो बॉक्स के बाहर हो रहा है हम बॉक्स के बाहर जाना ही नहीं चाहते why because we're too comfortable inside the box I have a place to stay I have good clothes to wear I have good food to eat what else can I do no your actions the consequences they cause that is process ही नहीं होता लोगों के दिमाग में why because that bubble I I am like this I want this I let go of that I know only then will you see the other things that are around so the definition of I has to be destroyed for you to become truly aware because what is awareness at the end of the day awareness is not reading a lot of books awareness is not no it's like for example when we're looking at a beautiful sunset okay basic awareness what's our mind thinking oh the colors are so beautiful oh look at the clouds they're like this oh the silhouette is like that oh look at the sun going down we can't just be in the moment we don't know how to be we're constantly dimag jo chalta hai na it doesn't stop at all so the definition of I has to go like completely Momo I think Momo and I were talking about it about how much importance we give ourselves we are important you have to love yourself self-love is very
Absolutely,
very
absolutely.
important but self-love is not defined by the clothes that you wear or the products that you use or the perfume that you're applying or the bags that you're carrying no it is
Yeah,
much more than that once you get
yeah,
to that level of self-awareness you by default get into a more sustainable type of living because then you
exactly.
understand then you truly understand it's not like oh I love nature okay you love nature but you just threw like one packet of chips right there like what the fuck is that no it's okay there's someone else to clean it no that is not awareness that self-awareness it takes time but for that
Yeah.
you need to break that
Good.
definition of I you need to destroy the definition of I only then you can be aware only then can you truly know what love is because love is not it's not a person or it's not your pet it's not this and that love is just existence if you love then you should love everything what is I love this and
Yeah.
you don't love that no love is how you're meant to be so if you love yourself if you're truly aware after the definition of I to maa behne kar di na sorry about that but हाँ definition of I you let go of it completely no then that awareness comes then you by default a little more conscious about the choices you're making in life why because you know the impact that it has like for example there was
True.
this I remember I was going to police bazaar I think about a year and a half ago, and there was a lot of traffic. I had like 5 minute ka kaam in police bazaar, but there was like this huge traffic, and I didn't understand why. So then I went. So raste mein jate, there was this not even a rally. There was this, group of students just gathered on World Environment Day with holding big ass chart papers that said, "Sorry for the inconvenience. We're trying to save the world." मुझे इससे ज्यादा गधा चीज आज तक दिखा ही नहीं, because firstly the cars are producing so much carbon monoxide, so much, being
Exactly.
stuck in traffic, and Shillong being a hilly area, the engine start hota hai again and again, and upar niche, there's so much carbon monoxide being produced, so
Exactly.
much, and you cause the entire Shillong ka traffic because you wanted to hold a chart paper and say, I'm trying to save the world.
Save the world from pollution.
one day में लोग environment friendly बन जाते हैं, one day में लोग become like, what? Why only one day? If they were genuinely interested, right? If they just Instagram के लिए photos नहीं चाहिए होती, अगर उनको और चाहिए होता, then they would have made a difference in their own life. They would have understood what that traffic jam is going to cause. Because I had work only for 5 minutes in Police Bazaar. I would have been like ghar se PB and back would have taken me hardly 1 hour. But I was stuck in the traffic for 3 to 4 hours. Can you imagine the amount of carbon monoxide that day?
You basically have hit the proverbial bullseye on that, because it's a self-defeating purpose when the action that you're taking leads to the same problem that you're trying to talk against, right?
Yeah,
so
even
when
the
you
definition of I.
yeah,
Definition
exactly.
of I went there in World Environment Day and I stood there because I. Who the fuck are you? No I, nothing. You're environmental friendly, you love the environment, practice it every day. You love nature,
Probably,
practice it every day.
don't you think we should have learned this by now, because of this COVID situation? Because the COVID does not recognize any specific individuals. It spreads like that. We
I
should
am
have
not going
learned
to
this.
say anything about it because I have very different views on it. No.
Okay, we will.
People don't understand, no.
We will, hmm,
People just don't understand. The definition of
yeah.
I has been embedded into us by our parents, by the school that we went to, by the teachers that we have encountered, to the
It's a part of
college, to the
socialization
study.
process also.
It is, and people don't know how to be alone. And if you're not alone, how can you be aware? You cannot be aware till you don't spend time alone and you genuinely practice awareness. Practice. Close your eyes, breathe in, breathe out. How long will you do that? वो ज़्यादा तेज लोग नहीं कर सकते. That's why a lot of people say, I don't know how to meditate. Because meditation is okay. I'm back.
Okay, yeah.
Sorry about that. Yeah,
No,
sorry
no
about
problem.
that.
So
So I was
yeah,
saying
I
that
got.
how long is the definition of I going to last? Because I is, please be aware, because every choice that you make is not only a choice that you make for yourself, but for the environment around. Every sweet that you eat, every happy that you want to eat, every imli ka thing that you want to eat, every kurkure or chips that you want to eat, it has an effect. That plastic is going to go somewhere.
True,
So why can't you be aware of that?
true.
So yes, please be aware.
These were extremely deep and wise words,
I'm damn
at
deep.
multiple levels. But it was amazing to listen to them and understand that. And I wish that people who are listening, we all get to imbibe these values in our lives, rather,
Yes.
the wisdom, the words of wisdom.
Yes. No more data.
So
You see, there's data, information, knowledge, and wisdom. We're just stuck with data and information. Then knowledge and wisdom, तो यार लोग पहुंचते
comes
नहीं
later.
आजकल. Time लगता है.
One step at a time. We'll climb the steps of
Yes.
wisdom and knowledge.
Yes. One step at a time.
All right, then. Thank you so much, Navjot, for talking and being a part of this session. Lots and lots of love to you.
Yeah.
And
Same. I love you guys.
lots of love to you, Navjot. And I was really happy. I was looking forward for this session, rather, for some time, as I said before. So probably next time we can have a nice group, our GreenAmmo,
Oh, that
group
would be
discussion
lovely.
on the screen,
Yeah.
maybe not on live, but on face-to-face basis, whenever
Oh,
GreenAmmo gets
yeah.
to start up again with the projects. So,
Yes, yes,
guys,
that would be lovely.
yeah, absolutely. So, guys, if you like the videos and the content that we make, please do like, share, and subscribe. If you have any questions regarding the products, regarding the soap, she's the person to reach out to. If you have any questions regarding how to lead a more sustainable life, you can all reach out to any of us. We would share every knowledge that we have, and every bit of assistance that we can offer. We will do that. So thank you, Navjot, and thank you everyone for being here, tuned with us. So all of you have a wonderful day and take care.
Good night, Amit.
Good night, Navjot. Bye bye.